Hey, how's it going? We are continuing a series where we're taking a look at UK. I'm trying to understand currently UK and Parliament and how Parliament works within UK. Parliament within itself, it's operated by a number of people, right? At least that's how I'm understanding, right? So there's a number of people who are elected to go in Parliament and do great things, right? So I'll trying to do a full breakdown. So I'm starting at the end point and working from the end all the way to perhaps the smallest group of people and how that person would get elected. What will be the process? I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for myself to understand some of those concepts, right? So I'll try to break it down with a number of videos if possible, and how the system would operate and would work when it comes to electing people and those people perhaps casting votes and all those good things. Let's do a deeper dive and or understanding when it comes to single member constituencies and what that is. So single member, so it's from what I understand, that's the way how UK operates. So I'm trying to understand a little bit better this particular system. So single member, so that would be a particular system how within UK or other Commonwealth nations, not perhaps not all of those, person would be elected in the first place to go to parliament to cast the votes, right? And that's what I'm trying to understand. I don't know. I don't know. It's not. I'm not professional in this particular areas, but it might be very important for many people. Single member constituencies refer to as electoral districts or constituencies in which only one representative is elected to represent the interest of their constituents. This is a construct to multi-member constituencies where voters may choose multiple representatives. A single member constituencies system, so let's focus on that. Each geographical area. Okay, so we have large, so we have a map, right? So we're taking a look at the map and how people would be distributed within that map. Okay, geographical area is designed as a separate electoral district. So all on the map, there might be a district, right? And voters in the district choose one candidate to represent them in legislation body. So when it comes to legislative and making casting votes, doing good things, right? So it would be districts, and within those districts, a person to vote and elect a person, such as parliamentary or a city council. The candidate with the most votes in each constituency wins the seat. So there would be just one person, and that person would fight for the most amount of votes within the particular geographical area. So we are taking a look. I don't know. I don't have time to delve into all the ins and outs. So this is what's happening, right? I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm way too busy. I'm trying to make some fun, but out of the current system, I wasn't a part of building those kind of systems. But this is what some of the systems out there, and whoever agree on those, this is perhaps something that we're gonna be operating within for further notice. Single member constituencies are commonly associated with the first past the post or FPTP or plurality voting system. Okay. Where the candidates with the highest number of votes, even if it's not a absolute majority, wins the election within constituencies again. So we're just summarizing, right? So we all understand. It's important. Myself, it's first time I'm reading about it, and if anything, it's good to repeat a couple of things twice. But either way, so this is what's happening. This systems is straightforward, okay? Because there are the number of different systems out there. So a member or one person who would receive the most amount of votes would win. So there are different systems that I know of, but let's do not make it more complicated, right? But it can lead to outcomes where the party with a significant overall vote share may not be proportionally represented in the legislative body. So there's some ups and downs when it comes to this particular system, but this is a system that is being operated within the UK. It's something I'm looking to understand a little bit better. Yourself, if you like to learn more, I would highly recommend to start with perhaps improving your understanding. I have published a course. Within this course, I'm taking a look at basic blocks where everyone would need to start when it comes to having a right mindset, frame, then setting targets, than operating. Most of those things haven't been covered in school, so I thought it might be important for many people to understand. And if something or someone would like to start, perhaps would be personal development, I would highly recommend to do a lot of work on that. I have done it, so not necessarily you would need to do it. And I have published this course with highlighting 12 different areas. For example, that would be budget, one area where not necessarily everyone would ever have a budget, right? So personal budget, or how to have, build, and or have, and how to use and how to structure your budget. Some of those areas I'm taking a look at within this course. You can find that QR code in the corner or company's website below. The advantages of single-member constituencies is that they provide direct link between a representative in a specific geographic area. Okay, so there's a one person in one area, and a lot of people want to be elected, I guess, for whatever reason. Perhaps it's very privileged. I don't know. There might be a lot of perks. I don't know. I don't know. Why else we're taking a look at why would anyone would like to do that? But perhaps the one person in one area, and eventually that person can represent that area in parliament when it comes to laws, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. Perhaps worth taking a look because I don't understand some of those things, right? And in particular, politics, I personally believe it's a waste of everyone's time. Uh, One person, one geographical area, making it clear who is responsible for representing this area, representing the interests of particular constituency. Okay, so one person is the representative, so it should reflect and or understand so everyone associated with that area. So perhaps that person should be held accountable if perhaps some of the members agree or disagree with everything what's happening within that area. Okay, good, good. So there's someone who has been held accountable, which is I like it. I agree with that. So so now we can perhaps do a little bit deeper dive and understand how many areas and how many members and try to understand all the ins and outs, what the terms, periods of time where that person is elected and how long it's representing in that area. All those kind of things is worth taking a look at, as well as, however, critics argue that the system may not be accurately reflected that overall preferences of the electorate, especially when there's multiple political parties or candidates competing. Oh, okay. So if there's a within the area, so I don't want to go too much in detail, but within the area there might be more parties. So the parties, I don't know, so groups of people and perhaps 20 different people, and out of those 20 people, perhaps there's a person who has the most votes would win, but that's not necessarily reflect all the opinions, needs within that particular area. There's more complexity depending on the region, but we just focusing on UK first, and from there we can progress into other areas. One area, one person held responsible. Good, that's a start. Different countries have different electrical systems and electoral systems, and the choice between single member or multiple member constituencies is often influenced by historical, culture, or political factors. So there might be different systems out there again. Feel free to do your own research. Currently, I'm just covering UK. I'm doing something myself. I'm interested to understand a little bit better the way how UK administration works. So who is the administrative? how is the administrative staff within the UK been elected is something that I would need to know. Not that I want to know, but it's something that I'm gonna have to know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.